Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on my drama channel. So, I figured I'd make a video responding to Johnny Somali. Now, if you don't know who Johnny Somali is, he's basically was this kick streamer that basically was caught up in a controversy about a while ago, for doing some terrible things in Japan. It's pretty horrendous stuff. When I heard about this whole thing, I was pretty shocked by what I saw. It was a pretty disturbing incident that happened in Japan, and I figured I would talk about it. So I'm going to read some articles that talks about all of this, and I'll give my own thoughts about it as well. Okay, so here's an article by someone named Shreyan Mukherjee. I think she might be Indian. Shreyan Mukherjee on Sportskeeda. Who is Johnny Somali? Controversial kick streamer assaulted on live stream after allegedly harassing people in Japan. Kick streamer Johnny Somali is facing severe backlash for making racist comments and engaging in the harassment of women while streaming live on the streets of Japan. During his IRL streams, the controversial streamer encountered two separate instances where he was physically confronted by Japanese individuals for his recent tirades. On June 10th, Kick Clips shared the initial video clip. In the footage, the streamer can be seen using profanity and mucking about, which led to a confrontation where a local individual choked him from behind. During another incident, the streamer was once again struck by an unknown individual, likely in response to his behavior. So there was showing a clip of him getting attacked in Japan, which probably seems justified. What did Johnny Somali do? Kick streamer under fire for recent behavior. Johnny Somali has increasingly become the focus of Japanese locals' ire due to his disruptive presence and behavior on the streets of Japan. For instance, a video has showed him approaching a woman on the street and inappropriately questioning her about the location of prostitutes. Oh, I shouldn't have laughed at that, but yeah, this is not funny at all. It's a very serious situation. For instance, a video showed him approaching a woman on the street and inappropriately questioning her about the location of prostitutes. Like, it's just ridiculous, honestly. This guy just wants to be a troll. He's just a troll, honestly, with no life. Furthermore, there is footage of him conversing with a Japanese local man on a train where he proceeded to mock Hiroshima and Nagasaki. He only stopped being confronted by an American Korean who was boarding the same train. There were instances of racism as well. During one stream, he mockingly described the Japanese language as Chinese. There were instances of racism as well. During one stream, he mockingly described the Japanese language as Chinese. He also live-streamed and shared a video of himself playing loud music inside a subway, intentionally causing disturbance to those around him. Here's the clip in question. They showed the clip, Johnny Somali, Ramzi Khalid Ismail, is an American still in Japan today. His friends also say he wants to drink and have sex with a Japanese minor. He is a racist. He said, "We will drop atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki again." He played an obscene song on the train, basically bothering these people, disturbing them, not even giving them any space or any peace of mind during that time. Has the streamer faced any legal issues? The streamer's persistent harassment in the subways eventually resulted in facing initial legal repercussions after being confronted by the local police. A video captured his interaction with the authorities can be viewed at the following link. The Somalian American livestream went viral when confronted for his racial taunts on Japanese subway, then later for receiving street justice, has earlier today been apprehended by Japanese subway authorities and turned over to police. Johnny Somali escaped once again. In a recent video clip, the streamer was allegedly seen apprehended by Japanese authorities who appeared to issue threats of deporting him back to America. The video was posted by a verified channel, Say It Ucell06. And they're showing the clip, of him being confronted by the police. However, it is worth noting that the face of the individual in the video is pixelated, making it difficult to confirm whether or not it was indeed Johnny Somali who was apprehended by the Japanese authorities. As of this writing, Johnny Somali still has access to his Kick account, and he was actively conducting an IRL stream in Tokyo, indicating that the streamer did not face any significant legal consequences. The occurrence of the streamer is causing disturbances and engaging in the racism and abuse on Kick is not a new phenomenon. The persistence of such behavior is often attributed to the lack of effective moderation. It remains to be seen if Tyler, Trainwreck TV co-owner, makes any amends in this regard. So yeah, basically he didn't face any much repercussions, although his kick account is no longer visible. His kick account is no longer visible. So either his kick account got either it got deleted by Kick, or his account got suspended, or he deleted himself. I'm not sure what happened. Either he deleted his account by himself by his own free will on Kick, or Kick just suspended his account, just banned his account. So either one of those situations probably happened because of this, which is justified if it was banned, because after all, he did cause all these problems and is giving Kick a bad reputation. Okay, there's another article from Yahoo. Okay, controversial live streamer slapped in the face while walking busy Japanese street by Brian K. Controversial IRL in real life live streamer Johnny Somali was struck in the face by a random passerby while live streaming in Tokyo. What happened? At the 2-hour and 2-minute mark of a recent Kick live stream, the content creator can be seen speaking to his viewers about respect when a person suddenly hits his face with an open palm. A snippet of the attack was uploaded to Twitter on Friday by Twitter user Human101 Nature. The viral clip has already garnered over 1.5 million views. Yeah, racist live streamer who was harassing Japanese citizens has been attacked. Stream snipers. During the confrontation, the attacker, whom Johnny Somali later described as a stream sniper at around the 2-hour 8-minute mark, can be heard mentioning Hiroshima and Nagasaki, possibly referring to Johnny Somali's recent viral incident on a train in which he harassed commuters about World War II. Besides the physical assault, the assailant can be also be heard hurling racial slurs at the live streamer. Minutes later, a police officer and a man arrive on the scene. Johnny Somali can be heard asking the latter if he can translate for him. The officer accompanies Johnny Somali outside, where he's questioned about what happened. He claims that he did nothing wrong, that the assailant also threw water at him. The context. Johnny Somali ignited an outrage online after he harassed passengers on a train in Tokyo in late May. A Korean-American man from Texas went viral for stepping in to defuse the situation. Confrontation with the biker. Johnny Somali was also confronted by an intimidating biker while on an evening walk. Live streamer describes the man as a Yakuza in the title of a recent YouTube video. There's a comment saying, I think he was lucky it wasn't worse. He goes to another country and insults the people there with the stunts. There are private people, and his actions were insulting, which is understandably justified. I totally agree. What he did was absolutely inexcusable. There's simply no excuse for going to another country and saying things like this to the people there and insulting them like this, taking advantage of their hospitality and taking advantage of the fact that most of them won't even fight back because they're way more mature than he is. But, I mean, controversial live streamer slapped in face while walking busy Japanese street. Controversial in IRL in real life streamer Johnny Somali was struck in the face by a random passerby while live streaming in Tokyo. What happened? At the 2-hour and 2-minute mark of a recent Kick live stream, the content creator can be seen speaking to his viewers about the respect when a person suddenly hits his face with an open palm. A snippet of the attack was uploaded to Twitter on Friday by Twitter user Human101 Nature. The viral clip has already gotten over 1.5 million views. Okay, so this is just basically the same article as the last one. Yeah, it's the same one. Let me see. Racist Kick streamer gets smacked in Japan after locals had enough. A streamer on Kick by the name of Johnny Somali got smacked by a local in Japan after his racist outburst resulted in a violent outcome. IRL streams are responsible for some of the most chaotic content on the internet. After all, it's difficult to control for the number of strangers one might encounter while broadcasting a night out on the town or sharing one's travels abroad with a live audience. As such, many IRL streamers have encountered uncomfortable and even dangerous situations that have happened in real time. For instance, one streamer got chased by a man threatening to kill him during a broadcast in a local park, and many others have experienced racist attacks from bystanders while traveling. However, one such IRL streamer has been bombarding strangers with racist remarks for some time during a stay in Japan, and angry locals decided to confront him. Kick streamer smacked by a Japanese local over racist comments. Kick streamer Johnny Somali has garnered a negative reputation for himself after clips surfaced of the broadcaster making racist remarks towards Japanese locals while taking a train. On top of breaking etiquette by being loud in the public transport, his mentions of Hiroshima and Nagasaki left viewers gobsmacked. But it wasn't long before he got confronted by a good Samaritan who shut his behavior down in a shocking moment that went viral. Unfortunately, that didn't seem to put a stop to his behavior, as Johnny Somali has continued to stream his travels in Japan while making racist remarks in public. In late May, though, the streamer was broadcasting while speaking to his chat in the street when he got smacked in the face by a local just out of frame of the camera. "What the F?" the streamer exclaimed. Yo, chill out, relax. There's nothing, there ain't no problem. And there's a tweet of racist from Human 101 Nature. Human 101 Nature tweeting, racist live streamers harassing Japanese citizens has been attacked. The man who smacked him can be heard prostrating in the background, simply making mention of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Some of the streamers joked about in his previous broadcasts. Someone in the background then also makes racist remarks towards the streamer using a racial slur. The streamer has uploaded other conversations with locals to his YouTube channel, claiming to have been harangued by Yakuza in one video. Johnny Somali is just the latest content creator to spark outrage online after noted TikTok prankster Mizzy garnered massive backlash and was even arrested for his pranks, such as walking to strangers' homes and even making off with an elderly woman's dog. Streamer Johnny Somali gets confronted and smacked by local in Japan after racist outbursts. IRL streaming can lead to unpredictable and sometimes dangerous encounters with strangers. However, one IRL streamer known as Johnny Somali on the platform Kick recently crossed the line during a stay in Japan. After bombarding Japanese locals with racist remarks, his behavior finally caught up with him when an angry local confronted him in a shocking and viral moment. Streamer's racist remarks. Johnny Somali gained a negative reputation after clips of service of him making racist comments towards Japanese locals while riding a train. Not only did he break etiquette by being loud in public transport, but his mentions of Hiroshima and Nagasaki left viewers stunned and appalled. Confrontation and viral moment. In late May, while streaming and conversing this chat on the street, Johnny Somali was unexpectedly smacked in the face by a local just out of the camera's frame. Star the streamer exclaimed, "What the F? Yo, chill out, relax. It's nothing. There ain't no problem." In the background, the man in front of them can be heard posting, also mentioning Hiroshima and Nagasaki topics like the streamer previously joked about. Another person in the background even made racist remarks using a racial slur. Johnny Somali has uploaded other previous conversations in backlash. Johnny Somali has uploaded other conversations with locals on his YouTube channel, claiming to have even been harassed by Yakuza in one video. This incident adds to a growing trend of content creators sparking outrage online due to their offensive and harmful actions. Mizzy, a well-known TikTok prankster, recently faced massive backlash and legal consequences for his pranks, including walking to a stranger's homes and taking an elderly woman's dog. His actions have fueled public anger and raised concerns about the potential harm caused by online content creators. Consequences of racist behavior. The incident involving Johnny Somali serves as a reminder there are real-life consequences for promoting racism and engaging in offensive behavior. Such actions not only harm individuals targeted by racism, but also affect poorly on the platforms that allow this content to be broadcasted. As social media platforms continue to grow, it becomes crucial to take responsibility for the content shared on their platforms. Stricter guidelines, content moderation, consequences of offensive behavior can help prevent the dissemination of harmful content for individuals from online abuse. Conversation between Johnny Somali and local in Japan highlights the importance of promoting tolerance and respect both online and offline. While IRL streaming can provide entertainment and glimpses into people's lives, it should never be an excuse to spread hate or engage in offensive behavior. It is essential for content creators to understand the impact of their words and actions and strive to create a positive, inclusive online community. So yeah, basically, it just, all these articles talking about what Johnny Somali did, absolutely disgusting behavior, going to locals in Japan and threatening them, like saying, "Oh, do you know what Hiroshima is? Do you know what Nagasaki is?" Like, don't be an idiot. They obviously know what it is, okay? They've lived in Japan their whole lives. They would obviously know what that is. Anybody with a third-grade education would obviously know what Hiroshima and Nagasaki are. Two beautiful cities in Japan that were bombed during World War II. Everybody knows that. And yet the only reason why he's doing this is just to provoke them, and antagonize them, just to provoke them and get a reaction out of them, coming up to them saying, "Oh, do you know what Hiroshima is? Do you know what Nagasaki is? Like, do you know what that is?" Yeah, they know what it is. Okay, they're not stupid. They know what it is, obviously. And then he goes up to them saying, "We're going to do it again." Like, what is he talking about? Like, he's just threatening them at that point. He's just simply acting like a troll. Because no, they're not going to do it again. They're not going to get involved in another war. The United States already made that clear. They're not going to get involved in any more wars. Want to learn from the past and not to repeat it. But this guy continue insulting the Japanese people on the train. Saying that we're going to bomb you guys again. We're going to get you guys again. Saying stuff like that, stupid, dumb stuff. And then this Korean guy who was from Texas, confronted him and told him to stop. Told him what he was saying was wrong and he's not representing the Americans. And I couldn't agree more. Congratulations to him. What he's saying was obnoxious, and I couldn't agree with them more. Kudos to him for saying that and for sticking up for this guy. By that guy, I mean the Japanese, not the streamer. Yeah, so I actually commend the Korean guy for standing up for the Japanese people that were being insulted on the train. So of course that didn't stop Johnny Somali continuing insulting people. It's like using Hiroshima and Nagasaki, using racial slurs, and he got attacked. Which, I mean, he took advantage of Japanese people and their kindness. He took advantage of their personalities and all, and took advantage of all that. And unfortunately, he got a taste of his own medicine. Now, I don't condone violence, but at the same time, it seems justified. Given the fact that what he did to them and threatened them with. Given the fact that he insulted them. So, I mean, he got what he had coming to him. I'm just saying, don't provoke the Japanese people. But anyway, those are just my thoughts on this whole situation. Take care, everybody. Another video from my Storytime channel. Well, drama channel. Take care, everybody.